Well, I disagree with your basic premise. We've just had Keir Starmer elected as the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. I just spent a good hour with 15 senators, including also Chancellor Scholz, Prime Minister Starmer, Prime Minister Kristersson, and actually Jens Stoltenberg, discussing the security situation in Europe. I have never seen the European Union or NATO as unified or as strong as we have been ever since Russia attacked Ukraine. Remember that there's a long history of this, and that history began in 2008 with Russia attacking Georgia. It continued with the annexation of the Crimean Peninsula in 2014, and then a full-blown war in 2022. I think we reacted too late, but right now we're very strong and very unified, so I'm not worried that democracy would be throwing bad results at us. We're coping with it. I am quite convinced that that type of language, in other words, words such as irreversible and bridge, will be found in the summit declaration. Why is this important? Because the only thing that Putin and Russia understands is power. And Putin and Russia need to understand that what they expected to do, the exact reverse happened. They wanted to Russify Ukraine, it became European. They wanted to prevent Ukraine's EU membership. They will become members of the European Union. They wanted to prevent the enlargement of NATO. Ukraine will become a NATO member. Finland and Sweden became NATO members as well. So if there's one thing that I'm concerned about with the United States is the polarization of the political climate. It is, I have to admit, very toxic. But when I meet 15 senators, as I just did at the Senate, there is strong bipartisan support for Ukraine and also for NATO. And let me add that no matter who is elected as President of the United States, Joe Biden or Donald Trump, the United States will remain a superpower. And in order for the United States to remain a superpower and in the driver's seat in its pivoting towards China, it needs allies. And the strongest allies actually come from Europe. We are a value-based alliance, 32 members in the alliance based on democracy. The United States has roughly 60 allies out of 200 countries in the world. So any idea that the United States would be turning its back against Europe, I simply don't buy that.